Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, some disturbing news from one of my favorite cruise lines, Princess Cruise Lines, as something happened that is horrible on one of their cruise ships. We have two cruise lines changing itineraries for completely different reasons, and some way more severe than others. But both of them are going to give complications to the passengers. And then we have the city of Melbourne in Australia is feeling the pinch of cruise ships not showing up. So this is a bit of a disturbing story that happened on the Sky Princess. And apparently it was a 34-year-old Indian chef by the name of Vincent Lucas, and he assaulted a teenage girl in the teen club late at night. And there was a 4-day trial in Southampton. He was found guilty. He has been sentenced to a year in prison. His lawyer was arguing that, he does this job to support not only his wife and children back home, but his extended family as well. And he will probably never be able to work for a reputable cruise ship company again. And, yes, I hope not. I absolutely hope not. Yeah, horrible story. During the course of the trial, it was 4 days long. They described how he was sort of prowling around late at night. Now, to be fair, chefs can work very long hours and they're still cooking till like 10, 12, midnight. So their free time can be late at night. And so I don't want you to think that this happens all the time, but it can happen anywhere, right? Anywhere. Always keep an eye on your kids and know where they are. And for this to have happened late at night in a teen club, yeah, that's a horrible, horrible situation. And I hope the young lady recovers and doesn't have long-lasting scars from this mentally, etc. So yeah, not a great story to start off with. And then let's go into some of the cruise lines that are actually cutting their, changing their itineraries. Let's go to, first we'll cover the Sky Princess because they're doing it for a cruise in 2026. Long way off, but they're changing two cruise ships. Now normally, when they are changing an itinerary, it's, we're going to change Santorini and we're going to go to Genoa instead because of congestion or something along those lines. Or it's a minor change, it's an inconvenience, etc. But in this case, there are two cruises in October that they are changing. Now, one was supposed to go to the Mediterranean, an extended cruise through the Med in October, the warmer climates, etc. And now they're going to Norway. Now they're going to Oslo and places like that. They're going to colder destinations, like a completely different itinerary than what they planned. The second cruise was supposed to go to the Canary Islands. Again, more warm waters, more beaches, more tropical paradise. And instead, in the end of October, they're going to the capitals of Europe, right when it starts to get nice and chilly and cold. Yeah, completely different itineraries altogether. No explanation from Princess has been given to why these cruises have been changed. Maybe they're planning a dry dock and they're keeping the ship closer to shore in Europe. Not sure what the whole reason is, but the Sky Princess has changed those itineraries. Now, they have said that any hotels and airfare booked through the cruise line is all being protected and won't be changed. They'll make the changes and everything to the hotels and everything all at no cost to the clients. And a lot of people will say, well, it's October of 2026, Don. That's a long time from now. That's a long way to go. They can just cancel the cruise if they have the non-refundable deposit and rebook it so they can go to those destinations. Yes, they could, except the passengers who have had this happen have noticed that the cruise prices have gone much higher since they booked. Just like I told you the other day, my Alaska cruise went up 1/3 of the cost in about 12 to 14 months, Canary Islands and Mediterranean cruise, extended longer cruises, probably went up just as much. And so, yeah, but not a great fun time for those folks. Again, they do have a lot of time to cancel and change their itineraries, look for something else. But it's surprising when cruise lines change the entire itinerary, and so starkly. Speaking of changing the itinerary, we have the Adventure of the Seas coming up this summer. Well, it was supposed to go into Perfect Day at Coco Cay, but they have too many ships. They have too many ships at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. They own the island. Like, they own the schedule. It's only their cruise ships going there. But somehow they've scheduled too many ships on the same day. That's a scheduling thing. And now instead of going there, they're going to go to another destination. And guess what? This other destination is now a tender port. So that's very inconvenient for people who have mobility issues and that, who may not be able to get off on those destinations, etc. Where Perfect Day at Coco Cay, a lot of people plan those holidays with their children because they got the water park there and the slides, or they want to go to the adult-only area on the ship if they're a couple. On the island. And now they're going to another destination altogether, and now it's a tender, which takes longer. It's more inconvenient. Again, not a fun situation for anybody there, but they're offering, if you're in an interior cabin, $50 onboard credit. If you're in a balcony, $75. If you're in a suite, $100. And if you have a fourth and third passenger in it's another $25 per person for that. Not sure if you're in a scooter, if you're going to a place that now you can't get off instead of there, that $50 is gonna cut it too much, I guess. Finally, we have Melbourne, Australia, a beautiful place to go and visit. Well, they're having trouble getting cruise ships there, apparently, and the industry around there, like the people who supply the tourism and the tours and taxis and all that, are all saying that the city and the government need to do more to entice cruise ships to go to Melbourne. This year, during the season. Remember, Australia season is kind of ending now, right? They start up, early fall and end early spring. That's their summer down there. So the 2024-2025 season, they had 43 ships visit. 43 ships to this Melbourne cruise port. How many do you think they have scheduled for next year? 13 cruise ships, less than a third of what visited this year. And it has a lot of the businesses there panicking because they make a lot of their income from the tourists coming in by cruise ships. So they're urging the city councils and industry, the cruise, CLIA and everything, to try and entice more cruise ships to come to Melbourne. That's a refreshing change. It's nice to finally have a city saying, hey, we need to bring more cruise ships to our destination as opposed to the other way around. Well, let me know what you think. What would you do if your itinerary was completely changed? Would you go on this trip anyway? Or would you say because the other one is now more expensive? Or would you just cancel it all together and maybe plan something in the future instead? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And one more time, I got another new t-shirt. Hey, look who it is again. It's Donald. Yeah, I got 2 t-shirts from Disneyland, and I'm very excited about it.